welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Favour. If you're seeing my face for the first time, you're very welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Ensure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you could get notified whenever I post a new video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back again and again and again. Like, I really value every one of you. I appreciate you. I love you so much. I'm super excited. We are going to be taking the part 5 of the 5 love language today. We'll be treating the 5 love language, and this is the part 5 of it, where I'll be talking about receiving gifts as a love language. When it comes to receiving gifts, I think in my understanding, everyone loves to receive gifts, but there are these persons that gifts means a lot to them. Gift is a big deal for them, and the truth is that I don't think there can be love without gift. Children are a perfect example of the fact that giving of gifts is the fundamental aspect of love. You can't say you love somebody without giving. The Bible says that for God so loved the world. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. He gave all that he had. Gifts are visual symbols of love. Now, if you're a mother, you understand this perfectly. Your child just comes up with something and say, "Mommy, this is for you." Probably picked up a flower from outside or from somewhere and just rushed up to you and said, "Mommy, I'm giving this to you." Children love to give gifts to their parents, and it's a sign that they love their parents. So children, not understanding anything, show love through giving. Visual expression of love is much more important to some people. Some other persons don't see it as a big deal. Some people receive gifts, criticizing the gift. But you see those persons that anything you give to them, they value it. Anything you give to them, they cherish it, and they are super excited about that. It's an indication that their love language is receiving of gifts. So if your spouse is that person that loves to see gifts, no matter how little it is, and you bring it, could be a biscuit or a pack of chocolates or just a pair of earrings or something really minute, give to your spouse, he or she is super excited about it. It's an indication that the love language of your spouse is receiving gifts. The truth is that giving of gifts is one of the simplest and easiest love language to learn. It's the easiest behavior of love to learn, and gifts could be found, could be made, or could be purchased. So it mustn't be something you purchase alone. You can actually make a gift. It could be a card that shows or carries the write-up of your love and how well you value your spouse. It could be something you just found, like a flower you picked from a garden, or just a beautiful stone at the roadside, smooth stone, and you try to place a story behind it, or try to trace it to your love, or how smooth your love has been over the years, or how rough your love is but it's been smoothened by the day, and all of that. You could just add extra meaning to something you found to give to your spouse as a gift. And if your spouse's love language is receiving of gift, they will definitely value it. Gift must not be something very big you purchase from a very big store and all of that. That is also an important aspect, but it mustn't be that alone. If the love language of your spouse is receiving gifts, gift can be made. It could be like you decide to handcraft something like an image, or try to paint your spouse and present to him or her as a spouse. Could like to make a card and put a note, special note to your spouse. All those are gifts, and it can be made by you, can be found and or purchased. Yeah, there are many people out there that aren't gift givers. It's okay. That is where learning comes to play. So it could be that your spouse's love language is receiving of gifts, but you are not a gift giver. Happy to announce to you that you could learn to give. How do you learn to give? Number 1, write down a list of what your spouse have celebrated or appreciated. It could be that you have given them those gifts in time past and they showed excitement about it. Write the list of it. It could be that a friend or family member have given them such gifts over in the past, and they were super excited about that. Write those things down. That is the first step in learning how to be a gift giver. You could also recruit the help of your family or friends who know your spouse really well and know what they love, or who knows how to purchase gifts really well. It could be that you don't know how to make the best selection of gifts for your spouse. You could just recruit a family member or a friend to help you purchase those gifts for your spouse. The next step in learning how to be a gift giver is, don't wait for special occasions like birthdays, anniversary to give gifts to your spouse when their love language is um receiving of gifts. Just at any random time. It could be when you're coming back from work, it could be just a normal day. You kind of just pick something and present it to your spouse. So you have to understand that if your spouse's love language is receiving gifts, just about anything you give to them will be well appreciated. If you're someone who loves to spend, giving of gifts might be much more easier to you than persons who love to invest and save. So if you are a money saver, you definitely experience emotional resistance when you try to give your spouse gift, or when you try to purchase gift. You will rather think of saving the money rather than spending it on gift for your spouse. You could say to yourself, why should I get this for my spouse when I'm not spending on myself either? We are trying to save and invest here. But yeah, you have to understand that you're actually purchasing something for yourself by saving and investing. You're actually purchasing self-worth and emotional security by saving and investing. So you're doing something for yourself. That shouldn't be a resistance to doing something for your spouse, purchasing gift for your spouse if their love language is receiving gifts, and you want their love tank to remain full at all time. You have to kill that resistance and purchase gift for your spouse, because you are actually, in the other sense of it, purchasing something for yourself also. By you are investing and saving your relationship by purchasing gifts for your spouse when your spouse's love language is receiving gifts. So if that is important to you, saving your marriage and filling your spouse's love tank with love, if that is important to you, then it shouldn't be a big deal to spend or kind of save some money to invest in buying gifts for your spouse. Because when both emotional needs are met, your emotional needs are met, your spouse's emotional needs are met, your relationship takes a new turn, takes a great dimension. So you can see that on the other hand, you aren't wasting the money, you're actually investing and saving. Another aspect of receiving gifts is that the gift of self, being physically present with your spouse whose love language is receiving gifts at the time of crisis, is the most powerful when their love language is receiving of gifts. If you're watching me right now and your love language is receiving of gifts, and the physical presence of your spouse is really important to you, it will save you a lot to communicate that to your spouse. Don't just wait until he doesn't act right, then you kind of get angry and all of that. Communicate it to him. If you want him by your side, let him know. Tell it to him. Tell it to him or her, so that they could be aware that their physical presence is very much important to you. We are rounding up the 5 love language series here right now. I hope you enjoyed every bit of it. If you haven't watched the part 1, 2, 3 or 4 of it, I'll link them in the description of this video. Ensure you find it out and watch, or you go to my videos and check them out and watch. Now that we've come to the end of this series, I hope you perfectly know the love language of your spouse right now, and you also know your love language, and you have communicated it to your spouse, and you're working towards putting all of this into practice to spice up your marriage or your relationship, to help your relationship grow, to help your relationship turn a positive dimension. I hope this helps you and your relationship. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Have you subscribed? If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell also, so you could get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Drop a comment and also like and share if you can. Until my next video, goodbye for now.